Hi, and welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. And it's the Warriors to start out. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Curry is out there with Hield, and it's Butler in at the small forward.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Jackson Davis. Buzelis with the double team. And the wide open shot from Green. Here's Curry with the 3. A rebound by Phillips.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Warriors with the rebound. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. To the paint. Here's Hield. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
In the corner, it's Hield. No good on the 3. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago. The 3. Hands it from downtown. Buzelis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. To the inside. Jackson Davis. The kick outside to Butler. The putback. Jackson Davis. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Puts up a deep 3. The shot by Buzelis. No good. They double-team Curry. And Green slams it in.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got zero quitting.
Well, you wonder why we're seeing so many points tonight. Just look at the D.
Not a lot of resistance, and trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
Here's Jordan following the basket by Stephen Curry. Here's Hield. A rebound by Phillips. Hield's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And a wide open look for Jordan. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Jordan's got the lead up to 3 now for Chicago.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way. Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense look, even when he's not scoring.
Pulls up, high post. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Butler, no good. And now here's Nurkic. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Here's Carter. The Warriors pull it in. Outside Curry. Butler. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And Chicago has possession. 3-point lead. It falls.
Javon Carter.
And it's the Warriors' ball. Timeout called the Warriors. They're trailing by 5. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Hey, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed the team. Now, he preached the importance of patience down the stretch. The coach said, we're not going to get it all back at once. Let's take it one trip at a time. Make it simple. Make it easy. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Carter. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
First team foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. No luck that time either. Timeout called the Warriors. They're down by 1. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What an opportunity here.
Yeah, chance to take the lead. This is huge.
Outside Curry to take the lead. Buries the triple. Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 2. Just 4 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jordan. No good. Nurkic. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. So we see the Warriors get the win here. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on the edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
and welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here, with me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. To the middle. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. And for Chicago, they've got Yusuf Nurkic. Javon Carter is out there with Buzelis. And it's Jordan in at the two-guard. Shot's good by Hall.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Here's Nurkic. Again, the miss by Nurkic. Inside, here's Hawkins. Up again. It's good on the putback.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
Here's Phillips. Tries again. And it's laid in by Nurkic. Nurkic just got his first basket.
And for Nurkic, one of his key attributes, the ability to keep the play alive on the glass.
Pass to Udrih. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused when weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I could sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this squad.
Here's Hawkins. And so they foul intentionally.
Michael Jordan. First personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. 4-point game.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Now here's Jordan.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Hawes can't hit. Jordan against Barnes. And slam dunk by Jordan.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
Pass to Hawes. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's Hawkins. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
Here's Udrih, defended by Nurkic. Udrih, no good. Chicago trails by 6. Here's Phillips. Here's Jordan. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Garza. It's tipped. Here's Buzelis. He's guarded by Barnes. His shot by Buzelis no good. Pass to Udrih. To the paint. Here's Hawes. And that one is hammered home.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Jordan. The quick look, no good that time. Here's Hawkins. Soft touch off the glass.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your home team.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Phillips. Garza grabs the board. Here's Udrih. Pass to Hawkins. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And you never want to say never, but in this case...
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if divine intervention could turn this around. There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far.
And so they get the victory here at home. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. So long, everybody.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. So for Chicago right now, we've got Carter. Nurkic is out there with Buzelis. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Phillips. And at the 3, the small forwards.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Landry and the jam by Carl Landry.
Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
And he lays it straight in.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
A shot by Jordan, no good. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
First team foul.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
At the line for your home team.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You got to make those.
Carter inside the three-point line. It's deflected. Here's Mayo, and it's blocked by Jordan. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Down low. That's good from Mayo on the assist by Landry.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. Inside. Michael Jordan grabs the miss. And now here's Nurkic. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 7-point differential. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Second team foul.
It's the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Home team. O.J. Mayo.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Here's Nurkic. Chicago with a new 14. And he gets the bucket.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Harris with it. And it's Carter picking him up. To the middle. Here's Tillman. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the fourth. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Devin Harris.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with the team. And he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Thanks, David. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by Harris. Jordan's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Over to the left wing. Money from the wing.
Yeah, they can count this one in the win column. It has been a tremendous effort.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the jam by Carl Andrews.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Basket counts.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mayo. Chicago grabs the miss. Fate looking very thin now, Greg, with very few ticks of the clock remaining.
Well, they'll need something special to happen, and it needs to happen fast.
Harris with it. And so they get the victory here at home. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really...
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be Chicago going up against the 76ers. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. Oubre is at the 2, with George playing the 3. Martin slides in at the 4, with Embiid in the pivot. And it's Maxey in at the 1. And for Chicago, Jusuf Nurkic is out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Ball. And it's Doncic in at the point. And it's going to be the Sixers off the tip. And here is Maxey. And Nurkic comes to help. George finds Maxey. Tipped away. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Away team ball.
Oubre with it. Nurkic picks him up. Just 5 on the clock. Ooh, poked away. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Chicago. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Now here's Ball. Over George. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Right side Oubre. The 3. That shot off. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Shot on the wing. Shot by Nurkic. No good. Thybulle against Oubre. Martin. And the tip in on the offensive boards.
He's so strong when he goes to work on the glass. One opening is all he'll need to finish the play, even if it's just a tip-in.
Now here's Thybulle. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. George for 3. Rebounded by Nurkic. Chicago with the ball. Saric outside. And it's off from 3-point range. Maxey passes to Oubre. Here's Martin. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Doncic right side. Shoots over Maxey. Doncic with the bucket.
And there's Luka, one of the most entertaining players in the league.
Now Philadelphia with it. George with it. Guarded now by Ball. Martin. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
And it's Thybulle missing. Here's George. And the jam by George.
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. For Chicago, Smith, he's checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. Buzelis comes in for Saric. And Jerome subbed in for Thybulle. And it's Lowry with the ball for Philadelphia. They lead by 4. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
For Chicago, Ellis is checked in for Ball, and D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Luka Doncic. Here's Martin. Here's Gordon. Jerome grabs the miss. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Smith. From down in the low post, it goes.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Martin with the bucket.
And that's how you orchestrate the offense. Lowry showing the vision and the unselfishness.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Martin. Jerome, no good. Philadelphia leading by 4. And there's the lob.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break. Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Pass to Jackson. Jackson drawing the double team. Back to Gordon. Here's the 3. Chicago with a rebound.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Here's Buzelis. He's guarded by Martin. Wing shot on the way. They get it back. Here's Smith. Off target at the rim. And Jackson gets double teamed. Now Drummond. Still without a bucket. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Phillips is checked in for Chicago. Carter comes in for Ellis. Here's Council. 4-point game. To the inside. Here's Bona. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Lowry. Nails it from 3.
Well, Lowry can just pepper you with shots from the arc. He's got a talent for finding and making those looks.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
That's more than enough space for him to get that shot up.
Philadelphia leading by 7. Here's McCain. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the game.
Personal foul.
The first one falls.
Shooting for the away team, McCain at the line for 2.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Outside Carter. And McCain pulls it down.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
And so it's Philadelphia. Finish.
The visiting team, 18.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
They've got Javon Carter. Lonzo Ball is out there with Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simpson in at the point. And for Philadelphia, we've got Maxey. Paul George out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Council in at the small forward position.
Look, and he knows he has the green light. Embiid's kind of attitude in these moments just makes him even more lethal.
Philadelphia leading by 10. Here's George. And George with the jam.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A. I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Over to the left wing. Here's Council. And Philadelphia hits again for deep.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And what a breakout fourth year for Tyrese Maxey. Named to his first All-Star game in 2024, Richard.
When the Sixers traded away James Harden, it really opened up things for Maxey. Gave him the ball more responsibility, and you know what? He showed up.
And Gordon has got the ball here for Philadelphia. This is the most they've led, 13 points. And no good, trying to use the glass. And so here is Chicago. Here's Ball. Here's Thibault. And Embiid with the block.
Love to see Embiid sliding down shots, taking advantage of his size and frame.
Martin, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And here's Doncic outside. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
It's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Chicago trails by 10. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
Away team ball.
Maxey against Doncic. Down low. And Embiid fires it home.
The assist.
Get out of that man's way. Embiid throwing down that power finish.
Here's Thibault. No good with the triple.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Continuing to develop his jump shot. Nurkic draining his shot has helped his confidence moving forward.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
He didn't have his feet planted.
And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Ellis is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Jerome comes in for Thibault. Ellis is checked in for Ball. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Luka Doncic. Oubre, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Kyle Lowry's checked in for Philadelphia. Philadelphia leading by 14. Pass to Embiid. Kicks it out to Jackson from deep. Philadelphia with another miss. And so here is Chicago. Three-pointer, Buzelis. No good. Now Oubre. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Second team
Martin,
foul.
he's checked in for Jackson.
Coming onto the floor
With the
for
putback,
the team.
Jerome grabs the miss.
Martin Jr.
Embiid's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
The ball goes to the away
Another
team.
miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
Minute 32 left in the second quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
That one misses. With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence. It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the stats, they back that up.
Here's Buzelis. Rebound by Philadelphia. Lowry surveys the D. And the shot goes down. Martin's got 6 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 16-7 run. Lowry. Ellis with a rebound. Chicago trails by 17. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And once again, off the mark by Chicago. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Stolen. Pass to Smith. Here's Ellis. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Jerome, no good. Martin, the pass to Lowry. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Lowry's got his second bucket of the game. And so it's Philadelphia out in front by 19 going into the break. And
your home team, 17. The visiting team, 36.
the second half upon us. We'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Nice game. Great performance by Caleb Martin.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
They've got Yusuf Nurkic. Dario Saric is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Ball in at the 2. And for the 76ers, George and Martin looking to produce at the forward spots. Kyle Lowry out there with Maxey. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And he gets it to go. Nurkic has got 8 points.
So capable of overwhelming you. Nurkic is terrific at maintaining his focus and balance on these tough finishes.
And now we've got an intentional foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Drummond comes in for Joel Embiid. And it's Kelly Oubre in for Lowry. So it's Philadelphia now. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Saric. Drummond grabs the miss. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. 15-point game. And an intentional foul right there.
Luka Doncic. 4th personal foul. 2nd team foul.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. To the middle. And the jam by Drummond.
Smart pass from the quick-thinking Maxey. Outstanding at finding uncovered teammates.
That one drops for him. Maxey with it. The 3-ball. Another shot. The shot by Drummond, no good. Chicago trails by 15. Oh, George with a steal. Oubre with it. Thybulle picks him up. Yep, count it.
Continuing to work. No give from Maxey, even amongst the bigs.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
George's shot is off. And so here is Chicago. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
For Chicago, Phillips comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Carter in for Ball. Gordon, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And he commits the intentional foul. And Philadelphia making a change here.
3rd team foul.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. George outside. George draws the double. Pass to Gordon. Jackson on the wing. Fires from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Carter from outside. The offensive rebound.
Away team foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
1st personal foul. 1st team foul. At the line for your home team.
No good on the free throw. Chicago making a switch here. Russell is checked in. And he ends up missing both free throws. Saric right side. Second chance effort. Rebound by Philadelphia. Pass to Gordon. Inside. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Assisted by
I'll tell you what.
Eric
It's
Gordon.
good to be his age.
Yeah. I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Philadelphia leading by 22. And so they foul intentionally for Chicago. Smith, he's checked in for Saric. And Jerome subbed in for Thybulle. And Philadelphia making a change here. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Shooting for the away team. Bona, 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Russell. He's scoreless. Puts up a deep 3. That one doesn't drop. Now Philadelphia with it.
2 minutes remaining.
A big stretch here going. 10-2. Kept alive. Picked it. Here's Phillips. Counted.
Aggressive move by Russell. He's got the deep bag of tricks. So tough to stop.
Gordon outside. Some solid defense from Russell. Chicago trails by 21. From deep. Rebound by Philadelphia. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in the game. And an intentional foul right there. Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
Team is in the penalty.
First one falls for him. Nurkic is checked in for Chicago. Ellis comes in for Russell. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Martin comes in for Paul George. Chicago with the ball. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Philadelphia leading by 23. McCain. Second shot opportunity, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
And that's exactly how you attack length. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
Really putting the bigger defender on his heels. I love seeing aggressive finishes like that.
Ellis is checked in for Smith. Kyle Lowry's checked in for Philadelphia. Here's McCain, and there's the drive, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Three-pointer, Ellis. Rebound by Philadelphia. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 16-4 run. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, VA. Not sure what got into him.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw no good. Luka Doncic is checked in for Carter. Andre Drummond is checked in for Philadelphia. And he's good on the second. Stolen by Lowry. Well, the defender stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Drummond passes to Martin. And here's Gordon from the arc. Ellis with a rebound. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, but we're in the bonus. So we'll go to the line for 2. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Both teams will make substitutions. Both free throws good from Lowry. 17 seconds left in the third quarter here. Pass to Simpson. Here's Ellis. He's guarded by Martin. And that one good.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Here's Maxey. With 1 on the clock. Misses the layup. And so it's Philadelphia in total control. Up by 29 going into the break. They've done well to disrupt the
56.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Ellis, also Jalen Smith out there, and it's Simpson in at the point guard position.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And it's Bona missing. Here's Phillips. Gordon pulls it in. Gordon's got rebound number 7 tonight. Jackson outside. And Jackson gets double teamed to the inside. And that's an intentional foul.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. And Philadelphia making a change here. Jackson down low. He's against Smith. Jackson can't get it to go. Jackson's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. And Philadelphia making a change here. Martin's checked in.
For the away team.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Pass to Bona. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Chicago making a switch here. Saric checked in. Jackson surveying the D. Here's McCain. 6 to shoot. Here's Council. No good from outside. Here's Simpson. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
Yeah, all throughout the game, the opposition hasn't been able to keep them off the glass, and they're paying for it, giving up second chance points.
Pass to Simpson. Shoots over Jackson. Simpson, no good.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot out. Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Shots good by Saric.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Here's Council, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And it's Jackson's responsibility to find his open teammates, and a terrific dime there.
Buzelis. Rebound by Philadelphia. Martin's got 4 rebounds now. Buzelis is gone, just 1 for 7 shooting tonight. Pass to Council, to the paint. Here's Martin. It's hauled in by Saric. Saric has got 4 rebounds in the game. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist by Saric.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Inside, here's Bona, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, sees the floor well. I mean, Jackson, a fantastic facilitator.
Here's Phillips. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. A minute 58 left in the 4th. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Simpson. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the away team, Reggie Jackson. 2 shots.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Here's Simpson. Outside Carter. Fires the 3. Here's Buzelis. And it's Martin with the rebound.
That is a disaster. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for him.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Javon Carter. 2nd personal foul. 5th team foul.
And he drops the first.
At the line for the away team, McCain. 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. 1:36 left in the 4th quarter here. 3-pointer, Buzelis. Rebound by Philadelphia. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Simpson. 2nd personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Shooting for the away team, Reggie Jackson.
No good on that
2
one.
shots.
And the second free throw is good. And so here is Chicago to the middle. Here's Buzelis. And that one's long.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And that's an intentional foul.
2nd personal foul. At the line for the away team, Kenyon Martin Jr. Taking
The first free throw is good. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Saric. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:11 left in the 4th. And here's Nurkic for three. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
Impressive offensive versatility for a big. He can show you a variety of looks.
And Jackson gets double teamed. Here's Bona. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now here's Nurkic. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Bona with a rebound. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
And he can't get the first one. Jerome's checked in for Chicago. Kyle Lowry's checked in for Philadelphia.
Taking 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who keeps things moving.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
And an intentional foul right there.
Third personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Kyle Lowry. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Lowry. Lets it go. They get the rebound. Simpson uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
And here's Lowry. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Fourth personal foul. Shooting for the away team, Kyle Lowry.
And he makes the first.
For 2.
Both free throws good from Lowry. Here's Phillips. And so it's Philadelphia with the W. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
We hope you have a safe trip home, and we'll be back with us again soon.